We have breaking news out of Kitson County, Minnesota. As we first told you Friday morning, a Thursday night fire and smoke heavily damaged the Caribou Grill in Hallock. Now, authorities have charged 50-year-old Tamara Devore of Kennedy, Minnesota, with felonies of first-degree arson and insurance fraud. The complaint states a fire occurred at the Caribou Grill in the city of Hallock, Minnesota at 10:24 p.m. on February 21st. The business was open at the time, and patrons narrowly escaped in front of a heavy and toxic smoke front. The fire started in a storage room directly inside the west door to the building. There were no accidental ignition sources in the area of origin, and no reason that anyone would have had an appliance or device of any sort that would have produced heat or flame in this area. The restaurant had a video surveillance system. This was recovered and footage retrieved by the ISP responsible for the system. The footage shows the defendant entering and leaving the storage room with nothing in her hands. The defendant stops and looks into the room at one point but does not enter. Only two other people enter and leave the storage room in the time prior to the fire, and both came out carrying a case of alcohol retrieved from the beer cooler. The last employee working in the kitchen, other than the defendant, leaves for the night at 9:50 p.m. and does not return. At 22:21:44 on the footage, the owner leaves the storage room for the last time. About 2 minutes later, heavy smoke obscures the camera. The first 911 call reaches the Kitson County Dispatch from one of the bar occupants. For this rapid expansion to occur, the fire would have to have been burning while the defendant was in the storage room. No one else was in the vicinity of that room for over 30 minutes prior to the fire, other than the defendant, Tamara Devore. During an interview with law enforcement, the defendant stated that after reporting the fire, she contacted her insurance agent for the purpose of filing an insurance claim with the insurer of the damaged building. Each count of arson and insurance fraud carries a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.